Yo, what's happening? Say hello. Say where you're coming from in the world. Give me some flags. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Instagram. So yeah, let me know where you are in the world. I'm on answering questions about cybersecurity, education, how to get into the industry, what things to learn, whatever else you need me for. Whatever else you need me for, I'm here. Let's have a look then. BCAB KD, hi. East Bay Knights, sick username. US, obviously. Whereabouts in the US? Someone's coming from Nepal. We got some, I think there's a Nigerian flag there. We got some Indian flags. Oh, is that Morocco? Dritan Mezi? Oh, I'm going to butcher these now. Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, get your questions in, man. I'm chilling. No, it's not Morocco. Shit. My bad. Some people from India. Yeah, come on. Let's get some questions going then. Let's get some good questions going, and I'll get them answered. Kenya, big up. Let's start. Tartaria. I can't read out usernames, man. Someone's just joined Weirdo 300. That's absolutely incredible scenes, but I love it though. I rate it. Reminds me when I was little. I used to have my username as Robbie Metal. But yeah, get your questions in. Get your questions in. Get your questions in. I am here I am here for a limited time only. And we got some people from YouTube as well. We got Bavesh. And then we got Manu Fee. What questions? Whatever questions you want, mate. Anything to do with cybersecurity, you guys follow the page. You know, you're interested in maybe breaking into cybersecurity. Maybe you don't know what path to choose. What have you been learning so far? Maybe I can point you in the right direction. Yeah. Someone's put how to land a remote job as a fresher. I would say you need to build up your skills on your CV, man. So take a look at your CV, see what it's looking like currently, and then build on that. So, you know, you want to be working on projects. I think now gone are the days that you can just have a CV. You've got your CV over here where you're telling somebody that you've got experience. And then over here, you need a portfolio to say, I'm showing you, I'm proving that I've got experience. So you need, you know, tangible evidence. So it might be some projects that you're working on. Maybe you've built out a bit of a lab, like a networking lab on some VMs or something, and you're doing some projects and talking about it and documenting that journey. And create like a, I don't know, like a GitHub or a Notion or something like that. Yeah, man. So just build out your skills. Home labs, I assume you mean by projects. Yeah, just projects. If you go on our AJ's YouTube channel, so I think you type in Andrew Cyber Jones. That's our YouTube channel, but AJ runs it. He's got loads of projects on there. But yeah, or reach out, DM us. There's a lot of stuff on our Instagram. What are your thoughts on CRTP certification by Altered Security? Yeah, I've briefly gone over that one and taken a look at it, but yeah, it looks pretty solid. You know, any cybersecurity certs that can get you the right skills for the role that you're trying to go for is pretty solid. How is DFIR, digital forensics, incident response? What is the roadmap? So that one's slightly tricky because there's not like a direct route in um to like forensics, so you kind of need to be already in the industry. You're better off looking at something like a cybersecurity analyst role and going in through that route, getting some time in the industry, some experience, and then get yourself in a forensics role. But there's some places that you can learn. So yeah, just get some research in. We're actually going to be revamping our cyber hub, which is our free school community. So I'm pretty sure if you comment cyber on the live, or if you DM us the word cyber, then we should be able to send you a link to our free school community. We got loads of resources in there, loads of like free projects and everything in the classroom section. So, or you can go to school.com with a K, so skool.com/cybersec, and you can get loads of free resources there. And we're going to be revamping that in the next month to basically build out loads of different roadmaps for like SOC, GRC, pen testing. Like, even if you've got no experience whatsoever, we'll give you a roadmap to get basic IT and networking experience and knowledge. So yeah, man, that's going to be sick. I'm from Kenya, and landing those jobs from like those your countries is kind of hard. Yeah, I mean, what you have to do is just keep building out your skills, keep building out your portfolio, and then there's always going to be, like, I guess the way that the world works is, I guess, like, technically, if you think about it, and this is just the world right now, the current economic state in terms of technology advancements. I guess the West is a little bit further ahead, and like companies are a little bit further ahead in terms of like their security. But when it all sort of flows over to your neck of the woods, there's going to be companies that's going to need cybersecurity services. So just keep building up your skill set, and before you know it, there'll be jobs available if there isn't already jobs available. The questions are flying in. Do you suggest a CCNA certification? I mean, it depends if you're going for like a full-on like network engineering role. I think you can get away with doing like more of like an intermediate cert, like a CompTIA Network Plus, and smash out some networking based projects. I think CCNA is quite heavy, man. But yeah, I would probably go a step back and do like a Network Plus first, then try and build out some projects, then try and apply for like some support desk roles, like IT support roles. And then if you can't get it, then maybe work towards like a CCNA or something like that. Yeah. How do you go about figuring out, this is Harvey 230B, 230B, 2303 was taken. I'm just fucking trolling. How would you go about figuring out where to start in developing projects on home labs, or is this something I need to check out on YouTube? Definitely DM us the word cyber, and we'll send you the link to our school community, because that's where a lot of our free projects are. Or if you go to our YouTube channel, AJ runs our YouTube channel. So if you go to Andrew Cyber Jones, or if you just type in empirical training, then you should be able to find our YouTube channel. I think we've got like 12k subs. This is our second channel, our second YouTube channel. So you don't go on this one because we've got no videos on. We just use it for live streams. But yeah, just DM us, man. How can we get better using AI in cybersecurity? Oof. Where would you start? I would honestly, the very beginning, I would start by going onto YouTube and just learning how to use certain tools like Make or Tines or NAN. Tines, which is TINES, I think on their website, they've got a free course to teach you about how to use their automation workflows because they just want people to get into AI. So that would be a start. Go on like the Tynes website or type in like Tynes AI training or something on Google. I don't think I've got time to search it on here, but that's where I would start for D'Souza Sylvester. That's actually a sick name. Getting into cybersecurity, need to know which area I have interest in. Do you know what? I was just speaking with the boys, the empirical training boys, and we're going to be revamping one of our free school community, and we're going to be creating like a almost like a roadmap buddy tool where you answer certain questions, and it's a bit of a quiz, and then it creates a training roadmap for people. Because right now we're sort of focused on like the defensive side of things in our cyber hub. We're going to open it up to everything. So like basic IT networking, SOC, pen testing, GRC compliance. So it's like covers all bases, and we're going to give you all resources for everything. So that's really cool. If you guys like the sound of that, then drop us a DM and be like buzzing for the, what we'll call it, like a roadmap quiz. So DM us, because the more hype we get on it, then the more we're going to be spending a lot of time towards it anyway. But yeah, just give us a little DM saying, oh, I'm buzzing for the roadmap quiz. Your thoughts on crypto being cracked by quantum computers? Jesus. Yeah, I mean, you've got like the 16 character seed phrase. I'm just assuming that you know, as technology advances, so does defensive measures. So right now, that's like the way that you could sort of crack somebody's wallet, and there'll be another layer to that defense moving forward as computers become more sophisticated and more powerful. So yeah, if you think about like hashed passwords back in the day, and then they were getting cracked, and then people started salting hashed passwords to like add that additional layer of complexity. So that's how I see it happening anyway. As things change, so will the defensive capabilities. Keep the questions coming. These are pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I'm looking over the side because the comments are here and my camera's here. I could maybe change it a little bit. Let's see if I can change it a little bit. There we go. Am I like a bit more center? I'm still looking. Maybe I can put it up a bit. Oh, shit. Where are we at? That's better. I am a final year bachelor student in cybersecurity, currently working as a SOC analyst. Sick. Unreal. Where's your job? First of all, well done for like finishing your uni and then getting a job. That's unbelievable stuff. What certifications or projects do I need to boost my career? So yeah, so right now you're an entry level SOC analyst. You've got exposure to like certain tools, like maybe you're using like vulnerability scanners, maybe like an EDR tool, a SIEM solution. You just need to like up that layer of complexity. So you know you're probably only being exposed to certain tasks, and then you know the higher tiered triage or the deeper level triage that like the L2s or whatever are engaging in. You just need to shadow that or like go over their workings. If you're escalating something to someone, go back and ask them, okay, you've completed the second stage of this work, can I ask you like what you did, how did you do it? When they're doing threat hunting and threat research and stuff like that, try and shadow them or try and ask them to like show you their work or something. Just be a student of the game, man. Just dedicate some of your time, give up some of your free time to seeing what they're getting up to. You should be asking your line manager. He should be, you know, creating a roadmap for you. There should be some level of progression at your company. If not, then, you know, that's probably a little bit of an issue, and I would address that. But yeah, there's loads of certifications that you could do, like blue team level 1, blue team level 2. Start going into more of like a cloud security niche. So take a look at the Microsoft stack and like maybe do like your SC200 or AZ500 or maybe SC300. There's loads of AWS certs that you could jump on. I'd say like the AWS security specialty is a really highly accredited cloud certification, but it's really hard to get. I've managed multiple teams over the 10-year period I've had in cyber because I head up SOC teams, and I've seen a lot of L1s try and fail on that cert because it is pretty solid. But yeah, one to have on the roadmap, man. Sounds like a really cool roadmap quiz would be really helpful. And yes, 230 was taken. That's tickled me as. I'm dying. Oh God. Yeah, we're going to get the roadmap going. Would you mind saying a little bit about your area of cyber that you do most? I remember Andrew saying that he focuses mainly on incident response. This guy is the shit. He's been listening and he's been watching the YouTube videos. Yeah, so I got my first job in 2016 for a company called Fortra. I don't care about saying the companies. You can go find me on bloody LinkedIn if you want. Yeah, and I worked as a SOC analyst there for 3 years, and then I moved over to another company into an L2 role, and I was building out services and like helping out with bringing in new tool into the business. That was pretty cool. And then we spun up brand new SOC services, so MDR services, EDR, with like Microsoft Sentinel, Sentinel-1, stuff like that. And then I moved into a team leader role because someone else left, and that's just what happens in a company, internal promotions and that. And then I headed up the SOC there for a number of years, and then I moved over to another business and have done the same. And now I'm actually working in pre-sales, so I've like left the SOC world, but pre-sales is still a technical role. See, I've been in the industry for 10 years, man. Literally, like last week was my 10-year anniversary. I forgot to celebrate it. Should have done a LinkedIn post, shouldn't I? Maybe I still will. Nepal, the company is under 200 MSSP. But as a SOC, it's quite frustrating. Managing both university and work's quite frustrating. Oh, so you like dual role in that as well? Yeah, that's hard, man. I'd maybe get your uni out the way, and then focus on doing a certification after that. You don't really want to like overload yourself. If there's any YouTube people watching, get some questions in because the Instagram lot are going crazy. What is your views on the last month Mexican government, the attack using Claude AI? Yeah, I mean it's been about for a while now. People or companies or government entities or state-sponsored groups using or leveraging AI to attack people. It's just easier than ever now. But again, like I mentioned before, with I forget the last question about quantum computing. Like now, people are using AI to attack companies. Companies are using now AI technology to then defend their company. So it's technology advances and it's used for malicious purposes and it's used for good to defend companies. So yeah, I think there's a level of balance that is always going to be restored, which is pretty good. It's comforting to know, what's your LinkedIn profile? Let me follow you. Jeez. It is Robbie Steele. I don't know if I can post a comment in here, but yeah, I'll try to post the comment. I could have said, you do your research, watch some more videos and see if you can do some recon on me, but I'll give you that one. But yeah, us boys got a lot of experience, really. I'm not going to claim I'm the bloody messiah of cybersecurity. There's plenty more people that have got more experience and technical ability, but I've got my fair share. in certain areas. And yeah, AJ is a beast. We call him the Mr. Beast of cybersecurity. And then yeah, Vaughan currently works as a principal SOC analyst for a company in the UK. And yeah, Josh is working as a, I forget his title now. He's got some like fancy threat research title, but he used to be a SOC analyst as well. My bad, we're already connected. Come on. That means that you've already done, sorry. Yeah, that means that you've already done some research on me before, man. Nice. The questions have gone quiet. Come on. I'm only on for another 15 mins. Maybe even less. I said I was going to knock off at 8:30, but there's been some decent combos and questions, so I'll stick around for a little bit longer. Yeah, let me know where you are in the world, what you're interested in, what you kind of need help with. There's a lot of people that follow us and they sort of dip in and they dip out, and we're trying to figure out how we help as many people as possible. Ooh, nice. Hi, we got Call Me Aki. Akil. What's the best way for a SOC L1 analyst with 2 years of experience to transition into a SOC L2 role? So you need to just be showing your company that you're worthy of stepping into that role. So you have to improve your responsibilities before you're even getting paid for them, if that makes sense. That's maybe a poor way to position that statement, but like I say, right now you're quite limited in what you're allowed to do, but you just need to hold your hand up and do some additional work and you know inherit some responsibilities without the compensation. That's basically how it works in the corporate world. Like you have to do more for a little bit, then show them that you're worthy, then say, right, I've been doing this. Basically, anytime I've ever managed a team and someone has showed interest that they want to progress, I'm all for that. And the way that you do it, I'm like, show me, build up some evidence. I want you to document what you do above and beyond your role. Then show me what certifications are you doing that everyone else isn't. You need to put in the work. You can't just sit there and coast and expect to reap the rewards. There are no rewards if you're not putting in the work behind the scenes. So just don't stay stagnant. Don't stay in one place. Always keep it moving. That's my opinion. And yeah, I've always rewarded the people that keep it moving. What's your opinion on red team pathways? Right now we don't have like a learning path for red team for like any of the communities that we run in school, but we're going to be doing that. I'm going to be building it out now in the next 5 weeks. So yeah, anyone listening to the live or watching the live, listening to the live, it's not a fucking podcast. Anybody watching the live, just make sure you DM us in buzzing for the roadmap quiz. So then I can tell the boys then, I've been chatting on the live and they're all buzzing for it. Hey bro, send you a request connection on LinkedIn. Yeah, I'll accept you, man. 100%. I'll accept anybody from our community. Do you mind if I ask you? Harvey's got the questions tonight. Might have to jump you on the live, mate. Do you mind if I ask you how you entered cyber? I saw you had a degree in sports and physical education, so I was quite interested to hear how you made the change. This is a great one, mate. Yeah, so if I'm really, really honest, in 2015, I basically at the start of the year, I just sold a business. Not like I didn't get rich off of it. I got a little bit of money, but yeah, I just sold this like hospitality business, and I'd just done sport and stuff in uni. I wanted to be a performance analyst for a soccer club or football club. I know that a lot of people follow us from the US, but yeah, so like my dream job would be like being a performance analyst for like Liverpool Football Club, because that's who I support. and then that didn't materialize. So then I did a few things, started a business, sold it, and then it was just my family friend. He was working in cybersecurity, and we had some dinner one night, and he could see that I was in a bit of a bad space because I just, had to sell this business that was doing really well, and I just didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. And yeah, he kind of told me, "Oh, you always been interested in IT, and you're good at like analyzing things, and you've got that eye for detail, that curiosity." I was like, "Yeah, but I don't know anything about cybersecurity." And he's like, "Don't worry, I'll tell you everything that you need to learn as long as you put the work in, you listen to me." And I was like, "Yeah, sound, let's run it." So then for the next like 8 months, I just spoke to him probably every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, did a phone call with him. He set me loads of tasks. This was like, yeah, we're talking 2015. There wasn't a lot of resources on the internet back then. But I worked hard for like the next 6 months to, no, probably what we did that in like maybe Feb, March, and then in the December he got me an interview. So yeah, we're talking like 9, 10 months of hard graft, and then he got me an interview. And I got no business getting that job, but back then it was a little bit easier to get a chance. So yeah, they took a chance on me, and then I had to learn a lot of shit on the job, man. Literally, I was like writing stuff down as I was going through my training. I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And I was going home in the evening and researching it. So yeah, bit of a trial by fire. Got an opportunity, and then yeah, just had to solidify my position in that business then. And then maybe 2 years later, they put me forward for a SANS certification, paid for that. It was like $9,000 or something, and then I passed it. And yeah, there was people that had gone to uni and to do computer science and stuff, and they couldn't pass it, and I did. So I basically just outworked everybody else. Yeah, I went from like kind of like a sports analyst to a cybersecurity analyst, and I always say that to people, like, you can transition from anything, and you can find the transferable skills in anything that you do. I'm like almost clutching at straws a little bit, but I'm like, I was analyzing football games and taking patterns and then, trying to find trends. And I was talking about that in my interview. And then, you can find transferable skills and traits and experience from any other discipline that you're currently in if you're doing like a complete career change. And I'm not special. Like I'm like fairly intelligent, but yeah, anybody can break into cybersecurity. You've just got to have like you've got to know exactly what you need to do. You've got to have a strict regime. You've got to, have targets, work towards those targets, be fairly regimented in your revision process. And then you'll get there, man. There's a lot of opportunities. Um there's a lot of people that can help. That's basically the reason why we started this as a unit. I met all of the boys working over the years at the same companies, and we've all stayed and remained friends the whole time. And then we just came together as an idea in 2022 to start empirical training to help other people, because there wasn't really communities around that time. It's all started to snowball right now, but we're getting to the end now. But I'm studying cybersecurity second year, but have no idea what I'm doing. In short, I have hands-on only theory, but this is my country, Tanzania. But I am serious. I love cybersecurity. Um, yeah, I mean, all you need to do is just keep doing what you're doing, mate. You're in your second year. You're gaining a lot of experience. You need to be mapping this out. You need to like sort of see where that experience fits and what things that you're currently missing from that. But yeah, a big one is like trying to get hands-on experience and getting that evidence portfolio built out. So yeah, just keep building out your portfolio of projects. It is the buzzword at the moment. I know that that's a little bit annoying for people to hear, but it's projects, projects, projects. People and employers want like tangible evidence that you've got skills. You don't have to have access to like the industry led tools, but you can spin up an Azure tenant, and then get Microsoft Sentinel going, and get a few little mini projects smashed out, and some explainer documents in like a Notion or something. Yeah. um we're getting to the end now, but yeah. Right, where we at? Is it bad then to go straight for cybersecurity? Like, I'm a student starting uni in September, and I'm doing a degree in cyber. But it's funny, it sounds like people from other industries do better. I mean, that's just my journey. Like, I've worked with people that have been chemists or that have been like working in law. And then I've also worked with a lot of people that have gone to uni and gone straight from a uni degree into a role. So I just think that you just need to be very cautious of the things that you're learning in that university degree. It's very old fashioned. It's very dated. Like, I'm kind of the advocate for saying, like, you don't need to get yourself into 50 grand's worth of debt to get a job in cybersecurity now. You can do it a different way. You can spend way less and get access to way more useful and relevant information. But you've signed up for it now. It's just part of your daily life to like go through this, get your grants, pay it off over time. It's only like, it's all relative to the money that you make, but like, we'll call it 50 quid a month for the foreseeable after you come out of it. But it's minor, man. You know what I mean? Most people are paying off student debt, so I wouldn't worry about that. And it looks really good. Like, I'm not taking anything away from a university degree. Like, it is very highly respected worldwide. If you've got a degree, it doesn't matter what it is. I've got a degree as well, and I had that on my CV, and that definitely played a part. Um, I'm gonna have to drop off in a minute, but um, what is your opinion about OT? That's operational technology. So basically, like operational, like physical security. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty big now. You've got like big companies, like on-premise companies that need physical security. So it's always going to be relevant. My stepbrother does a lot with like drone security, and like I work with like businesses like Vacada for my corporate job, which is basically an OT security company. So they do like, yeah, everything from like key cards, CCTV, stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's pretty big. Is that Sam? I show cybersecurity. I forgot. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do two more questions, and then I'm jumping off. I have no experience in cybersecurity, no experience in code or anything, but my friend is, and I want to get into it. And I want to chew and break and fix things. All right. So I would just do, if you've got like zero experience in cybersecurity, you want to try and get some like generic IT/networking knowledge first. So I would go off, I would get that. Then once you've done that, then I would go and learn some cybersecurity concepts. We're going to be creating a roadmap quiz soon in our school community. So make sure you just DM us saying, I'm buzzing for the roadmap quiz, and I'll make sure that I come back and message you once it's done. How to land a job in the UK, brother, as a fresher, as an international with sponsorship. There are companies in the UK that will sponsor. You just got to find the right ones, man. Yeah, I feel like my voice is going. You just got to find those companies. Right, I got to jump off. Harvey, you've been an absolute diamond, mate. And yeah, big up the LFC. Right, I'm off, guys. Thank you very much.